Alright, over here at hive number 4 for a routine inspection. I was out here last Sunday. Today is Monday, May 11th. I'm a day behind in my weekly inspections. Had a few other things to take care of this week. But either way, I'm out here now. And I'm trying to remember what I did with this colony last time. I don't think I did anything. I think I determined they were queen right, even though it has been rather difficult to find the queen. However, I have found more eggs over the last few weeks, so that's typically a sign that they have a queen. So we'll see how they're looking this week. I'm not gonna disturb them too much. I reduced the colonies down to a single deep a few weeks ago, maybe even close to a month ago, hoping they would store some nice nectar and cure it into honey into the top deep, but doesn't really appear to be the case because, like I was saying, this colony is they've struggled with getting queen right and everything. They were queenless for a long time, like easily over a month. I know a month's pretty typical, but I think they were pushing about 6 weeks or so. They were let me put it this way, they were queenless long enough for me to start to become worried to the point that I was expecting to find a laying worker situation one of the weeks I came out here to inspect them. So I'm going to do something opposite. I'm going to move from the left side of the box, which is frame 10, and work my way right, because last week I was out here, I discovered that this colony, unlike the others, due to its location, this colony's queen favors the right side of the box, because now that it's probably 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is in the western part of the hemisphere, and the right side of the box gets more sun than the left side of the box. So my other colonies that are behind the camera, they get the morning sun once it clears the bushes and everything, and most of the queens on those colonies favor from the middle over, so frames 5 through 10. But like I was saying, the last time I was out here, I pulled the very first frame and it had a ton of brood and a ton of eggs. I thought that was pretty interesting, and then my next thought was what I'm saying, maybe this queen favors the right side of the box because it gets most of the sun. So we'll see. See what happens. Keep moving through here. So what is this? 10, 9, 8, 7, frame 6. So pretty much in the center at this point. Not too much going on. They're just cups. I don't see any eggs. Frame, what is this, 5? This frame, that side looks pretty good with brood. Really checking for the queen also. I like to see what she looks like. Let me get my flashlight. Check for some eggs real quick. Yeah, this time of year, between eggs and swarm cells, that's the main two things I'm looking for, just to make sure they're still queen right. And okay, so there's eggs down in this corner here. for the queen first. They're extremely calm. I had high hopes for this colony coming out of winter because they were building up. I mean, they were building up like no other. And then there was just one time this season I wanted to try something different and give them some time in between inspections, and I believe that was the one error I made this year when it comes to inspecting. Was gave them too much time, gave them like 2 weeks, and that was enough time for them to swarm. So they have some eggs down here too. Hopefully this comes up on camera. If you look right around here. However, the thing that sticks out to me is the fact that it's not in every single cell. It's a very sporadic pattern for eggs, so not sure what to make of that just yet. On frame 3. See, this would be a good frame to have eggs on because it's newly developed comb, or it's not comb that's been used too much or old. However, out of all the possibilities there, I don't see any eggs. Still got 2 more frames to check. There is something buzzing my head and I cannot figure out what it is. It sounds larger than a bee. Alright, 2 more frames. I imagine these are going to be the 2 stronger frames. Like I was saying, it's the very far right side of the box that gets the most sun. And I might have a pretty good theory because there is a ton of pupated larvae, and I'm going to grab my flashlight in a second after I get done looking for the queen, but I imagine there's a ton of eggs as well surrounding the larva. There she is right there. So they're queen right, she's doing her thing. Called that one. Favors the right side of the box, opposite of the other colonies. Let's watch her for a second. I think she's trying to get away from me. Maybe we'll see her lay an egg. Took my offer for a second. There she is. Pretty. Alright, well, they're queen right. Let me just check this last frame for any swarm cells. If I don't find any swarm cells, box them up, call it a day. Yeah, they're just kind of slow going, really. But hey, to each their own. They're queen right. Can't ask for much more than that. Alright, so that does it for Hive 4. Let me slowly slide that frame over since that's where she was at. Put this first frame back in. that kind of paid off to do. Remembering from last time that this queen likes the right side of the box for what I believe to be the reason of it capturing the most afternoon sun. Alright, so that's that. Let me get the queen excluder. Yeah, not much weight to the supers, which is kind of expected due to the front activity. I imagine there wasn't too many bees in this box, and that seems to be the case. And I'm having a hard time remembering, but I do recall something along the lines of I moved a few frames of bees and a few swarm cells at several different times throughout the last month into this box to get them queen right. So it looks like it paid off. So hive number 4, queen right, decent amount of brood. They're just slowly rebuilding and getting the colony healthy. Really don't expect to harvest any honey from this colony this year, which is kind of just part of the game. You're not going to get honey from every single colony. And judging the front hive activity before I inspected, this is pretty much what I thought I'd see afterward. Not as much commotion as a hive that has a pretty healthy bee population. But nonetheless, in another few weeks, they should be doing just fine. So hopefully rolling into June, the population will be up where it needs to be, and I'm not going to sell them short. They might still have enough time to harvest, or I might still have time to harvest some honey from them because they have enough time to collect it. So that's that. Hive number 4, queen right, looking good. Can't ask for much more. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram if you haven't done so, Cole's Farm NC. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, or ring the bell, I guess, you'll receive notifications of future videos. So that's it for hive number 4. Tune in next week, and I'll be out here again, most likely on Sunday, for another routine inspection, checking for, well, same thing really. Make sure they're queen right, whether that's in eggs, and if I find eggs, preferably to find the queen, especially if you find any swarm cells or supersedral cells, given it's that time of year. Alright, well, enough of me yapping. Hive number 4, looking good. Check us out next week for another routine inspection.